Today, Precarious plays
The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Ooh, I remember. It's a spooky one because you have to look up.
Oh, Jesus! You said, but you didn't say. You said, but you didn't say this.
I told you it's like an eye covered in smaller eyes.
Yes, but
and they're not even. They're more like
a cantaloupe
like
with a bunch of grapes stuck to it is like an eye covered in smaller eyes. This is not that. I will come up with better descriptions for this later.
More like.
Why is it bouncing?
You got to do a sword, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the key.
Okay. All right. No, sorry. I am fine.
Is it going to shoot lasers? Why does it keep opening its eyeball?
We're playing Zelda. Hello. Welcome to Zelda, where you take bits off of other bits. Ow, fucking sometimes it hurts. Oh, God. You take parts of a monster. You know what might work? I think that I'm popping a lot of eyeballs like this. Am I wrong?
I think they might be eggs or I mean, like
it looks like frog eggs. That's what it reminds me of.
Because they're not. I don't think they're just bubbles. Because then why would they be? That title is taken. You know, bubbles. I'm pretty sure those are the skulls with the flames around them. Is that even what they're called? Zelda is weird.
I've always thought Zelda was weird, but keys and caws are my favorite.
Hold on. What if you do hook shot and then switch to the bow? So that way they don't have the opportunity to run.
Bam, sucker! But then I gotta use my arrows. I still haven't broken any of the pots around here though.
Yeah. And I think if you were just a little faster on the sword draw, that should be fine.
This just doesn't feel right. I don't know why. I think that I'm not doing this quickly enough, or... Yes, I see what's happening. Okay.
I'm sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. I think it might be frog eggs.
Oh god, ew.
I have no idea why the Wii U's, like the gamepad rumble is so loud. It's gotten to the point where it distracts me. I don't know if you have to kill all of them. I think you just have to kill enough to shoot it in the eye.
I think you're right. And here it comes? No. Here it comes.
You can still get it. That's one.
There we go. That was not... I don't feel... This controller is so annoying.
Yeah?
Like the rumble that you were just talking about is so irritating.
And I don't think that there's an option to turn it off. Maybe you can turn it off at the hardware level? Like maybe if I'll look between episodes. Because it's... I think we acquired a PS4 and I'm actually... The first time I saw them, I don't think that they are very visually appealing controllers. But actually using the PS4 controller is quite nice. Like it is... I think that there's one thing about it that bothers me. I wish that the label on the back wasn't as wide and the little well for that label wasn't as wide. Because I don't like brushing up against it whenever I'm playing. But I mean, I had to...
You had to really dig deep for that little
Right, that's a long walk.
Criticism.
It's a long walk for a small criticism. I see you're using the I have an overabundance of hearts strategy.
Yeah, well,
if you're going to do that, just do consecutive spin attacks.
Yeah, I should.
Which is my go-to battle strategy in every 3D Zelda game, except maybe Twilight Princess. I had a question for you.
Yeah. Maybe now is not a good time.
You have so many fairies, and you haven't broken the pots open yet, and even if they just have arrows, you can still just back off and just fire arrows. The only thing I'm worried about is that there's going to be like a part of this battle where the boss just sheds all of its little orbs. Like all of the ones that are remaining, like as a desperation attack.
And they all come to eat me at once.
The problem is that whenever you knock them off, they tend to bounce away. So the second spin attack, like the second sword swing, is actually the important one because that's the one that destroys the bubble.
Yeah.
I think that's enough. I don't think you need to kill any more of them.
I'm just having troubles because I cannot. I'm not reliably good at the. Fucking asshole! Don't go to sleep. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now and do this at the same time.
Well, let me just focus on the battle part of it then.
Okay. I'll tell you about all my issues once we've survived.
And I will muse on how I think that one of the nicest things that I've heard about Skyward Sword is that there's a really compelling boss where you pull off its parts and then mash it with its own swords and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that that's like a highlight of that game. You need to stop shielding or whatever you're doing there.
Yeah, I'm...
Like, it's just flick the stick again to fire.
This is so frustrating right now because...
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're getting so close to it.
Nothing good is what I'm doing. What I'm doing is not being
But I don't know
good.
why. You have... Even if each of those fairies only restores 5 hearts, because I don't remember how much they actually restore, if it's a full heal, you have, like, 30 hearts in the bank. Even if it's just 5, you still have the entire health bar that you've had, plus another half. There's no way that you could reasonably lose this unless it does some end-of-battle bullshit. You just need to take your time and kill the distracting ones, and then just shoot it when the opportunity arises. And more importantly, either you need to start chatting, or you need to let me tell my Skyward Sword story.
I'm be quiet.
Okay, so there's a boss in Skyward Sword where you can pull off its bits, and it's like some sort of mechanoid. And you beat it up with its own giant, oversized weapons. This feels like a precursor to that. Because it's like, I'm gonna take all of the bits off of this monster and then work on a core, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there have been... No, that enemy... there are themes, reoccurring themes that you can see in Zelda bosses throughout all of the games. Like, I think there's a boss that I like from the 2D entries where it's like a djinn, and you have to pick up his bottle and smash it against something to reveal, like, the actual spirit that inhabits that bottle, so you can fight it. And that feels like sort of the precursor to the giant Poe that you fight in Wind Waker. It just feels like it, like it's this spirit that has like a trick to it. You have to expose it with light, and then you have to throw it into those giant spiked columns. Do you remember that the giant Poe from Wind Waker?
Mm-hmm.
I think that might actually be my favorite boss from that game.
Okay, I want guidance right now.
You just have to Z-target it, and
When
it's a luck.
Z-target it, when it runs into the wall, my Z-target runs out.
That's not true.
Okay, it's not. Then what was breaking my Z-target?
I think you're just letting go of the button. And just, it's not on... Like, maybe it's getting too far away? But I mean, at this point, it's just sort of luck. Like, does it charge at you when...
Here we go.
It just has to charge at you when its eye is also open. I think that might be it.
Okay, I have so much to say about that, but please finish talking about the Poe, because I kind of like that boss.
No, I mean, that was it. I just liked it, and it was it had this feeling, this nostalgic feeling. Whenever I fought it the first time, it reminded me of the genie in the bottle from, I think that was in the one that I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure it was in Link's Awakening, which is one of my favorite Zelda games. Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask are both up there, and they both have this weird dreamlike quality about them that I think represents some of the best of Zelda.
No, you were right. Now I have a blue one.
Yeah, now you can use your Bloomium cannon to...
Freeze all of the water in the dungeon and make it walkable surfaces, right?
Right.
Ah, I got it right! Yay!